Back with Bobby and JJ Radio, we have an actual client of mine, Miss Kandy Walker. Just recently became a client of mine. She has the coolest, most bougie, most boutique, high-end tattoo parlor in the San Antonio metro area, which is called Couture Tattoos. I want to say thanks for hanging out with us today, girl.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So your husband's not here, but he's your business partner.
He is.
Confidant.
Yes.
Best friend, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
But we love him. We just want to give a shout out to her husband. But talk about Couture Tattoos. And who do you service? And how did it become this thing?
Well, absolutely. Tattoos naturally tend to have this negative connotation, as well as tattoo parlors. They're just kind of known to be seedy, scary, dark places that people don't necessarily want to patronize.
Sure.
72% of all people now have at least one tattoo.
I got one.
Bobby got one.
And since 2012,
got a few.
Yeah.
A couple.
One or two. And then since 2012, more women are tattooed every year than men.
Wow.
But tattoo parlors have not changed. They tend to be non-private. They tend to be, again, just kind of scary, daunting places that people don't want to patronize.
Sure.
So we came up with the concept of Couture, which is really patterned after a high-end spa. So you come in, there's private rooms. We service executives, attorneys. The majority of our clientele are women, but it's an environment that everyone is super comfortable in.
Sure.
It is the anti-tattoo parlor.
It doesn't feel like one at all.
Absolutely. And besides regular decorative tattoos, we do cosmetic tattoos. We actually participate in areola replacement. We do complimentary number of areola replacement for cancer patients and recovering cancer patients every month.
Awesome.
That we donate, as well as microblading. So it's a whole gamut of services.
Sure.
In a really upscale luxe environment that nobody has seen before.
Definitely not anywhere here. So, and talk about that. So, what was obviously the inspiration is because you have this growing demographic of which are women that are since 2012 or probably getting more tattooed than men. But where did you come up with the design and the concept and everything? Because it feels, Bobby, you've been in there, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw pictures and I went to the new location.
Yeah.
But it's fancy.
Yeah.
It's not what you expect to walk into a tattoo parlor for sure.
It feels like a spa, like a spa in a different country, actually, really, to be honest with you. And there's rooms, and it's like the one that you have off of 281 and the Hill Country, I think, Village, right? It has this red inspiration, and every single room has a different decor. And just talk about that a little bit. Like, what was the inspiration from that? Were you grabbing ideas from other places, or was it just something that you envisioned yourself?
No, I look at vision boards from up to 7 years ago, and interestingly enough, the concept that ultimately is Couture today is on these vision boards from 7 years ago.
That's
so
awesome.
It's just something that was really natural and came together before its actual inception.
Sure.
But being as a female, and I have tattoos, and I have been tattooed in seedy places, traditional tattoo parlors don't have private rooms.
Right.
They're just kind of out in the open. So that's very uncomfortable for a woman, especially if you're getting a tattoo in your lower back or maybe a sensitive area and everybody's walking around and you're kind of on display to see. So there was definitely a need, and it was an uncomfortable environment for myself. So, and I just kind of drew on that, and along with my husband, who's a hyper tattoo collector. He's super tattooed as well, a lot more than me. But
So you kind of just said, like, this is where I would want to get a tattoo.
absolutely.
And you designed it from that.
From that, for sure. And then my background's in medical, it's in med spas, as well as marketing. So it was kind of a natural progression and,
Do you see
evolution.
anyone trying to take your idea? Because I think that's where it should be.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you why it's tough. Because she hired me as a commercial real estate broker, and she even warned me, right? You said, because another thing about it being kind of a grimy situation with tattoo parlors, they're also in these demographic areas where you don't want to hang out or park your car, right? Well, not that bad, but you know what I'm saying? And so we had the toughest time. My commercial team and I just letting landlords of retail spots even consider
Absolutely.
a high-end, because the moment that we'd say tattoo and even tattoo in the name, they were just like, no. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want that by my restaurant or
nail salon.
nail salon. I mean, nail salons, you can't throw a football without hitting a nail salon, right? But like, it was tough, and I think, I don't know how you got the first one, because I think that was the biggest one. But getting the second one was really tough. So I don't think you're going to have competition, to be
No,
honest.
absolutely. And interestingly enough, the location that we're at now on 281 North, apparently tattoo studios had approached the owner and the landlord for years, and they had been told no, 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 no. And they never considered it until we came in with the concept.
Yeah. And thank God, because it allowed me to sell the concept to another location, which we want to talk about a little bit when we take but we're going to take a quick break and be right back. Again, if you want to check out the best tattoo parlor in San Antonio, you can find them at inkcouturetattoos.com or call them at 210-807-4INK.